Alright guys, so I'm in Quebec City. Quebec City is the capital of the province of Quebec in Canada. So this is where the parliament meets and everything. A few fun facts. It's actually one of the only walled-in cities in North America, I think, besides Mexico City. So that's really cool. They're up on top of the St. Lawrence River, which opens up to the Atlantic Ocean. And they have a lot of history here. The buildings date back from 1608, when this colony of sorts was founded from Samuel de Champlain. It's a very unique kind of architecture you have here, and everything, the people, the food. It's very intriguing, a lot of stuff to see, a lot of stuff to do. So let's go check it out. So right here we have Chateau Frontenac. Chateau Frontenac was created back in the mid-1800s and in French, but this is actually a hotel right now. They have more than 600 rooms, and they start out at around $300 a room. If you ever wanted to go check that out and say that you stayed in the castle in Quebec. So that's really cool. You have all kinds of characters around here. Old buildings. It's the most, in my opinion, the most European city in the entirety of North America. It's really cool. And also you can look out upon the St. Lawrence, where I said, where you can see how it like opens up a little bit to the ocean. I mean, obviously you can't see exactly, but you can see the bay area of sorts. See? Down here you have the lower city. Right now I'm up in the higher part of the city. There is a lot of stairs and climbing, almost resembling San Francisco a bit. So be prepared for that. Bring your walking shoes, climbing shoes and such, and get ready for a day of exploring pretty much. Quebec's biggest things that they have here is maple syrup. So they have a whole bunch of maple syrup type of products and stuff like that. One of the things that I've seen on the street, and I've researched it too, is one of these boys. I don't know exactly what they're called, but basically they take maple syrup and they roll it around in like nice chunks of sorts, and it makes this kind of like maple syrup lollipop. So I'm gonna give it a try here. It's not even like a lollipop of sorts, it's like very creamy. It's really good though. It's like cold maple syrup on a stick. It's cool. Yeah, it's really good. Probably big, but really good. So now we're over here in this area. You can see Josh is over here just doing a climb boy, being a fool, a straight fool. And then, I don't know if you can see, but the Appalachian Mountains are over there. So that's pretty cool. And then, so Quebec City is actually 90 miles or minutes, something like that. So it's pretty close to the American border. But when you hit up to that American border, you're actually in Maine, which is very interesting. So I never thought I'd be over here. But yeah, so if you look over there, we have the Chateau Frontenac that we saw a little bit earlier, with the copper roof. They actually just redid the copper roof, otherwise it would have been green. And then right here as well behind me, we have Fontaine. Let's see if it has a name. The Fontaine de Tournai. You see? It's actually a replica of one of the fountains in Paris. I'm not exactly sure what one. It might be the one in the Tuileries. That's kind of what it looks like, is the one that's in the Tuileries. But yeah, we got little like frogs spitting up water and all. And then behind me over there, we have the Parliament building of Quebec. So throughout the whole province, they meet here. This is the capital of the government. It's not Montreal, and they do their governmental stuff and everything. And then they have also the military has a base here on the Plains of Abraham over that away, and that is where you have the overlook of the St. Lawrence River looking up high, and that's where they let in boats and stuff like that, and did all of that back in the day. And so yeah, so here's the part of town with the whole governmental kind of official type of buildings. And we have flowers everywhere as well. Now we're gonna head back into the older town. We're walking through the walled-in fortress area of La Ville de Quebec. So here's what we're looking at. We see flowers all throughout the city. Very reminiscent of Europe. Very beautiful. A lot going on. Cafes, shops, all independent type of things. Something you can barely ever find here, which I find to be like quite magical, honestly. Like that you can have something like this here. It's really special, honestly.
It's a lot cheaper than Europe also.
Yeah. You get more bang for your buck in Canada.
You can afford
as an American.
Beer. You know, if you like budget $600, you probably aren't going to be able to buy a lot of beer in Europe.
Bagage de France, it's just like you were in France. Alors, all these different cool places. The food in Quebec is amazing. The people are fun. The the beer, the everything, you know, it's just a very welcoming and inviting place, and it's cheaper than France, so that's always a plus. It's cheaper to get here, it's cheaper to do things. Yeah. Les amis. Always got your boutique shops. Ooh, I felt that. That felt nice. It's super hot here, by the way. We're here in August. The guy said that there was like piles of snow here at the beginning of May. So it's hard for me to believe that when walking around here now in August, and I'm like turning into a like live lobster boiling. I can't even formulate sentences. That's how hot I am. Luckily, they had like a water fountain on the side of the street that was like one of those ones where you have in Rome where it comes out of a nice, fancy, pouring mouth type thing, like an actual fountain. It's not like one of those like side of the road or against a building type thing. So that's pretty cool. So the battery on my good old camera died, and I forgot the charging cord back in Montreal. So stuck here with the iPhone quality. We'll be able to compare, I guess. Here's one of those fountains. You can do a little slurp from.
You just drink it like this. They don't use.
It's like a baptism, you know.
They don't use bottles in Canada.
They're all about the natural.
They just literally don't.
I'm like doused in water now.
They don't make an algae.
Congrats, Jackson. Yeah, really. So over here we have the Chateau Frontenac. That's gonna be that huge castle dash. What do you call it? Hotel. That's the word. And yeah, outside of here we have all these crazy ass fountains that look cool as shit. And I should not be cussing in front of all these children.
Dude, they can't understand it.
They probably could.
We'll probably repeat it.
Peut-être. Maybe. And yeah. We got all this over here. Look at this fountain, okay. It's literally like, looks like a church of a fountain.
I've been going like this for like most of the time that I'm on camera. I don't know why.
He's been praying a lot because we're getting real religious here by the water of baptism, you know. I'm praying that I make it back without spending all of my monies. That's what we're doing. Even though it's not too bad. Not at all. Compared to other places I've been, I think I've spent a quarter of the amount of money that I spent in California here. So that's always nice, and I get to utilize my French here, which is nice. So you win some, you lose some in some places, you know. But I've been having a great time here. This is definitely worth the trip. He's letting us go. So
You want to check this out?
So now we're out here. We just went around the corner. Oh, steps. Yes, I see. A good old angry dog. Much detail. Okay, so that's not the church. Is that the church? I'm trying to find the church, you know? We really be. Oh crap. People be playing all these like good musics out here, and I'd be like sweating to death. And also be like crying. Because it's beautiful. So beautiful. Josh is in a playscape. It's like the Titanic. Josh right here on the Titanic. It really be like this sometimes. Well, I guess we're not going to the church today. But I mean, what can really top that? Basilique de Notre-Dame de Montréal. That one was amazing, honestly. Alright, so now we are in the lower part of the town. So we had to climb down all of these stairs. Going down here and all around up there as well. If you don't want to pay for this, or if you don't want to go for the free stairs, you can use the fonctionnaire right there. And I think it's $3 Canadian for one way. It'll bring you up one way, and then $3 more to bring you down, whichever way you're coming from, that is. Josh got some Chicago-style popcorn.
It's so expensive. Don't get it. Don't repeat my buying habits because you'll go broke.
I didn't. So,
Be smart.
yeah. So there's just a whole bunch of shops around here, and we're just gonna explore those. There's maple syrup, like literally everything. So go check that out. A whole bunch of touristy places. And yeah, this is Quebec, and make sure you check it out. It's way better in person than anything we'll ever tell you or you'll be able to even see online. It's really, truly one of a kind. So go check it out. See you next time.